troops, Zender here, back again for another stream. How is it going? Just finishing, like I muted the laptop audio. Everything should be good, all set up. How's everything going? I say that even though there's no concurrent viewers right now, but I hope that everyone has been having a good time. Oh, shoot. I've been having a good day so far for the most part. Did D&D with some of my friends. My character died. Like, died. But it was a fun time, so. Hello there, Zendo. How have your recent travels gone? It's been a little tiring. It would not hurt to take a little rest from time to time. I've heard about your previous adventures. It seems that you've become very experienced. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer. Speaking of adventures, we found this on one of ours. This was left by some irresponsible adventurer. We thought it'd be bad if the commission he took never got resolved, so we brought it back here. Indeed, this item is key to a particular commission. Thank you very much. The commission linked to this drum is a very important one from the academia, and is also critical to the expansion of our operations. Unfortunately, though we have previously given this commission to various talented adventurers, they have all invariably failed. Oh boy, here comes trouble. Well, this is an issue that even the academia cannot solve, so we did expect a relatively high failure rate. Actually, Paimon's getting kind of curious now. What sort of commission is this anyway? Simply put, a recent star observation by researchers from the academia led to the discovery of the northern skies have become blocked by a strange, heretofore unseen phenomena. Blocked. Interesting. Concerned that this would have a great impact on the accuracy of astrological calculations, the academia immediately put people together to investigate. This resulted in them delving into ancient records, within which they found mention of a strange phenomenon known as the sign of Aposha, which bears strong similarities to the recent occurrence. According to these records, this celestial sign appeared after the disaster that engulfed most of Tevat 500 years ago. Although the circumstances of its eventual disappearance are unclear, its position has been determined to be near the Tamir Mountains, at the northernmost region of the desert. However, that area has only ever been sparsely populated. Even when the ancient desert realms were Even when the ancient desert realms were at their peak, they did not extend that far. And after the cataclysm 500 years ago, that place was one of the areas worst affected by the encroaching abyss due to it being connected to an ancient underground realm. Since then, it's been declared a restricted zone by the academia. The only people who still live there are a mysterious darshan known by the academia as the Nagarjunites. The Nagarjunites, though they seem like legends to the average person, they were once a darshan of the academia, albeit one that split off 500 years ago. Then, the researchers who wished to fight the monsters from the abyss banded together and traveled to the depths of the desert. And the Nagarjunites are an organization comprised of the people who stayed there in the end. That said, it has been many years since, and they have branched off further and further from the academia. They even seem to have developed their own academic traditions. It seems that they also worship a form of energy known as Kava- Kavarina. This energy communicates with them in the form of spirits. Well, I'm going off topic now. The academia believes that this faction is strongly related to this celestial sign. However, they have not been able to establish contact with this group and, as such, have commissioned the guild to assist in their investigations. This is a win-win situation for us as well. Ruins related to Conria are located nearby, but exploration in that area has been declared taboo by the academia until now. If this commission is a success, perhaps we will be able to participate in future expeditions to those ruins. Since you have heard me say this much, why don't you take this commission on? Well, since Conria is involved. So, after all that, it sounds like we just need to look for those whatever-rights, right? Sounds like it'll be pretty easy, and we'll get some more from the academia, too. Yes, that drum you picked up was originally given to us by the academia to be used as a token of good faith in our dealings with the Nagarjanites. Just give it to the organization's leader. It stands to reason that they will have some way to solve this problem. I'll be leaving this task in your hands. I've marked the rough position of the Temir Mountains for you. Ad Astra Abyssos, traveler. May you inscribe a new legend in the desert sands. Alright. Yeah, I already went a little in, but that was before I realized the quest involved this region, so... Now it's time to follow the quest and explore the region that way. Oh. You know, when I was exploring through here, I did not actually notice that. Let's see if we can find any campsites nearby. Oh. Yeah, that's one reason why I really like it when they have dialogue, so that I could hear them talk instead of having to read it myself and then it disappears on me. Who are you? You guys don't look like tribespeople of the desert, more like adventurers from a faraway land. But no matter who you are, this is as far as you will get. Please go back. We are here to resolve the issue regarding the sign of Apoosha. The sign of Apoosha? Apoosha? How do you know of this name? We are adventurers who have an organization at our backs. Catherine of the Adventurers Guild told us, of course. Since you know of the sign of Apoosha, you must have heard of us Shamania, right? Order of Skeptics? The desert past this point is a restricted zone under our guard. As a ranger of the Order of Skeptics, I cannot let you pass, no matter what reason you may have. Order of Skeptics? My apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Pyro, a member of the Order of Skeptics in charge of guarding this place. Order of Skeptics? Paimon remembers that Catherine told us to look for the Nagarju sites or something. Looks like Pyro isn't the one we're looking for. Nagarjunites? That's just a derogatory name that those guys from the rainforest have for us. Lord Nagarjuna is a hero who fought against the Dev alongside the divine bird Zares. He gained divine power through the rite of Chinvat and put an end to the calamity. How dare they call such a great hero in our first Vijnanapati by his given name. Wait, why am I telling you outsiders this? Are you two spies from the academia? We're here because we accepted a commission from the We're here to take care of a problem. Ha! So you are the Academia's henchmen. We've tried our best to keep a low profile, but still you've managed to find our trail. Still, I believe that the Academia was full of cowards who would never dare to step foot in the desert. I won't lie, you've impressed me. Paimon didn't expect you to have such a strong opinion about the Academia. Of course. Lord Nasuriah has said that we wouldn't have been reduced to this state if it weren't for them. Wait, so you are here to gather intelligence after all? I've revealed more than I should. Anyway, please leave. If this conversation continues, as unwilling as I might be to do so, I would have to end you. What? You're the one who couldn't resist babbling. Why are you putting the blame onto us? Also, there's no need to be rash. Oh, right, Zendor, show Pyro the token that Catherine gave us. He'll know what's going on once he sees it. Token? This better not be some trick. Look, told you we weren't lying. What is this shabby drum? You call this a token? Did Catherine mix things up? You guys don't think you can bribe me with such a small thing, do you? Leave now, or things will get nasty. Don't you underestimate us skeptics. Bring it on!
Spring forth! Right now. Right here.
Serious, I say! Lady Soros, why did you... You didn't have to attend such trivial matters personally, let alone in front of these outsiders. We Parai appear before whoever we wish, and our volition is not for you mere mortals to question. How dare you overstep your bounds? This little thing is about Paimon's size. And the way she talks is kind of funny. Why is Pyro calling lady in that reverent tone? Your sins will be judged, but the time for that has not yet come. The two of you over there, as envoys of the Academia, it is only polite to state your names first, no? Yeah, we should have introduced ourselves first, but that high and mighty attitude of yours is... My words and actions are not contrary to traditions and principles of the Parai. The same cannot be said for you nameless persons. Fine. We're not nameless. Paimon is Paimon, and he's Zendor. We're adventurers who came here on a commission. I'm the one who is an adventurer. Hey, we adventure together all the time. I need only know your names. Your other trivialities do not concern me. However, as for that drum... That item has a profound connection with us Parai, and is not something you mortals should possess. Zendor, I command you to present it to me immediately. No way! At least sound nicer about it when you're asking someone for a favor. Besides, this item is important to our commission. We're to hand it to the leader of this order of yours. If we give it to you and fail to complete the commission because of that, not only might we lose our reward, we might even have to pay more to the Adventurers Guild. That's a huge loss. Reward? Mora, to think that you would risk your lives in a place fraught with peril for such frivolous reasons. You know nothing of what transpires here. One mistake would send your race tumbling into an eternal samsara, and yet you commit deeds that are beyond even our comprehension. You humans are such interesting beings. No matter, I shall bring you to the leader you speak of. This item would remain worthy tribute even if you should only present it to me after that meeting. That's more like it. Wait, that's still not right. We still have to deal with that huge hole in the sky, and if we don't... Huge hole? You refer to the sign of Apoesha? Apoesha? Then. And you wish to quell this calamity with mere mortal coils? How presumptuous. It is the duty of us Parai to eradicate the sign of Apoesha, an endeavor that I, Sarush, shall give my all to accomplish. To quell this calamity, I must follow in the footsteps of the divine bird Simurg, and sacrifice everything that one might call Sarush. To stand in my way is not a sin that one such as you may bear. Simurg? Foolish beings, have you not heard of the divine bird Simurg? She is the master of Kavarina who once saved the land from destruction. Legend has it that it was she who split into infinite motes of Kavarina after her sacrifice, thus quelling the catastrophe. Sure, but Paimon doesn't think that we'll need you to sacrifice yourself. In any case, this matter is far beyond your capabilities, and your intervention is futile. All you must do is bear silent witness as I transcend. You shall receive remuneration from this guild of yours so long as the calamity is quelled, will you not? Still, do not forget to extol my virtues and laud my accomplishments. After all, even the greatest heroes shall require mere mortals like you to sing their deeds. But, Lady Shurush, the Vijnanapati has instructed us to forbid suspicious individuals from interfering before the ritual is completed. I have decided, and as a Parai, my word is law. All right, follow me. I shall take you to the leader you spoke of. But gird yourselves all the same. That which lies ahead is not a place that human beings can easily set foot in. If you get lost or end up being eaten by some monster appearing out of nowhere, there shall be nothing I can do for you. Okay.
Emerge, right here. Emerge, right here. Denied. Emerge right here. For Rex Lapis!
Propagate!
What do you mean, dev? Aren't these just abyss mages and hilichurls? To think you would so easily defeat the rampaging dev. Your strength is most radiant indeed. Consider me impressed. Though there is still quite a gap between you and us Parai, the sight of you fighting valiantly reminds me of those humans of legend who once fought alongside us. I have decided then. You shall have the honor of being my Yasnapati. Yasnapati? Paimon doesn't know what that is, but coming from you, it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things amongst humans? Strategists, scribes, and the like? Those who exist to praise the heroes whose stories they exist in? Neither of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded and sung by others. If not, the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befall them also. Although they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Alas, those who loved conflict would be consumed by it, and once they had slain each other, they were all lost. And because there were no authors or poets to tell of their deeds, once all who had lived in such times were gone, their works forgotten to the last. I will not be like them. My great work shall shine so gloriously that the world itself will suffer great loss to know of it. Thus I shall now give you permission to record those deeds. Rejoice and give thanks for it, for is this not a grace that few receive from us Parai? This all sounds very complicated, but basically, you just need someone to tell you how awesome you are, right? Sounds like an alright gig. Hey, what are you talking about? Paimon doesn't consent to this. Well, you are quite bright, aren't you? As I would expect of someone I have my eye on. Whatever the case, it has been decided. Fret not, you shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you may witness my valiant form. Shoot. I need to stretch all of a sudden. Don't you just hate it when your muscles start getting like that strange tenseness even though you're not doing anything? Well, sure, even if Paimon can't see it. Oh. New plants? Yep. Morning flower.
Healthy buck.
The path here is now dotted with grey crystals. When I last left it, it was not yet so. Grey crystals? You mean the crystals we're seeing everywhere? Paimon's had her eye on them for a while now. What are they? Grey crystals are remnants of the Blackfire's embers, proof that this land has suffered great calamity. The calamity. Indeed. I am sure you have heard of such a great catastrophe struck long ago, where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched the lands. The dark fire opened a bottomless hole in this land, and the demons of Dev that crawled through that gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. Though the gap was blocked by a great tree, the dark fire's filth spread like seeds, and the countless dark and painful memories released by the corruption began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honored one of Kavarina, the divine bird Simurg, drank the primordial water left behind by our god, before transforming herself into Kavarina of all kinds and scattering across the land. From that day on, the Kavarina has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that leaked out have been sealed by Kavarina. What was left by those ubiquitous gray crystals? What was left are these ubiquitous gray crystals. Though they seem no different from any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. The gray crystals in the area have increased of late. I suspect that this must have something to do with the sign of Apoosha, the sign of Apoosha's dark power. But if we use Kavarina's might, we can get rid of these crystals. If my senses do not deceive me, a wandering Kavarina should be nearby. Let us look around. Ah. Well then, did I not oh, blah, blah. Okay, how did those treasure hoarders get in ahead of us?
Right now, emerge. Right here. I'm always watching. Right now, right here. Go on. Open it up. Show me what's inside.
I'm confused. Are we... Oh, nope, we're going up. We're going further away from the objective. Or maybe not. Okay, up is the right way.
me that's everything.
Lady Sorash, Kavarina's envoy, you have returned. Though it has taken much work on my part, the analysis of documents regarding the right of Chinvat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need only collect all the great sons of Kavarina next, and your great work may then be completed. Why am I so stiff right now? Wait a moment. You two are... Do not fret. They are Zendor and Paimon, my newly chosen Yasnapati, and his companion. They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet, but I have. A Yasnapati, you say? Though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the rite of Chinvat is complete may have untoward effects. Know that the people of the Academia surely do not desire the rite's completion. Speak no further. I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take that drum from before out, Zendor and Paimon. A Corybantus. A Corybantus, you say? Yes. This is an important catalyst for the ritual needed to forge a laupa between ourselves and the Parai. I have searched for many years for this, and to think it now comes to me. This is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It would be good if the Fates will also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics to throw down the Academia and burn their House of Dinah, or whatever they call it, to the ground. Wow, what a way to casually paint yourselves as the villain, huh? Villain? The Academia are the true villains here, have no doubt about that. I forgot my introductions. I am Nasajuna, the Vijnanapati of the Order of Skeptics. We who cultivate ourselves here. If you would use the terminology of the Academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. But I doubt these pampered folk would have care for what we margins call ourselves. We do not look much like those Academia. You do not look much like those the Academia might send. We did take a commission from them, sure. And so you are of them after all. But it matters not. Even if the entire Corps of 30 were to be sent here, my plans could not be halted. Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure. So they would all say, those treacherous louts from the Academia, and when my guard is down, they would stab me in the back. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about and steal our academic tomes. They even dared to attack our honored envoy of Kavarina, Lady Sorash. And they met defeat at my hands, each one of them. I'm guessing those were the Fatui? The Fatui? I know not of what you speak, but they were city folk, so I doubt the Academia would be far behind in the shadows. Do not look down upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Tamir Mountains. We once had such numbers that all the desert folk of Mount Damavand would struggle to hold us. It is only because of our harsh environment and the slander and ostracism by the Academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as myself holding things together, and the protection of the Kavarina, we skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement, yeah. Catherine said that you have your differences, but it sure looks to Paimon like you skeptics really hate the Academia. Say not hate, but rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Though they feign politeness by calling us a branch of the academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them, and so chose to go into the desert to stand against the darkness themselves. From that day on, we have been holding firm in the war against the defilement, defending our land, and what have those useless louses been doing in the meantime? Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word, and deed are far better deserve honor for our wisdom. Paimon doesn't quite get it. You need only understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Kavarina and impurity, Darai and the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive, just as surely as this sky does. Those sophists and their fancy darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies, and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth, then, is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect. Ah, you think thus. Then we might yet be friends. If time permits, we may discuss this issue in more detail. Nazariah, this is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the great crystals hem us in ever more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of Apoosha soon, things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign... Right, that's right. We were tasked to fix this whole thing. But after all this talking, we still don't know what it's supposed to be. Huh. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing that celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water's surface. The water's surface? Your explanation's just making things more confusing. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is with the skies. It is like a mirage, if you have seen those before. That big hole up there is way spookier than any mirage. Well, it should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long, long ago, Darai once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. During the Great Disaster, which they say the Darai started, monsters swarmed from that very facility into the nations of the world. The monsters tore open a great rift that came to be called the Tuniji Hollow, and though they were sealed away with the new vein of that ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared along with that. What the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift, and though the monsters cannot enter through that illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. They say that our very first Vijnanapati, that's a complex word, extinguished that strange sign together with a parai, but as soon as the power of impurity has strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be? Who knows? That hollow may truly re-emerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times. What? No, that wouldn't be interesting at all. It matters. No, it matters not. Samira drank the Amrita left behind by a god, transmuting herself into limitless Kavarina. As the heirs to the divine bird, solving this problem is the mission that we Parai have. I, Surish, will surely leave behind a work great enough to be her equal. Of course, Kavarina's envoy. And we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. What's with all this talk about sacrifice? Is that really necessary to solve this problem? I mean, we saw a massive sacrifice last week. Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of Apoosha have long been lost, and the traditions and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know what the rite of Chinvat existed at all. According to my research, the Parai are the descendants of Shemug, and should therefore also have the power to transform into Kavarina to purify the land. And would you not say that a grand sacrifice to save the world on the part of the divine birds on the part of the divine bird's heirs very much suits our order's style? What? That's so haphazard. This sacrifice you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this issue? Paimon's sure there's got to be some alternative, right, Sundor? It's always been this way, hasn't it? I am very good at my job, after all. Yeah, but it's not always been this way, Paimon. Like I said, last week we literally watched an entire civilization sacrifice itself to save a dragon. I already said that you need not interfere. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we Parai should sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate the Taniji Hollow to make preparations for the rite of Chinvat anyway. Why don't you come along? I trust that you also wish to see the scars left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you shall understand. Well, Paimon is kinda curious. A sound plan. In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse this land where Kavarina battles against impurity. My Yasnapati, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Parai are very mysterious creatures, and as the bloom guard of her race, Sarush can replace your characters to fly and move. When Sarush doesn't fly, your character will stay in place to wait for her return. While in flight, Sarush can ascend or descend, and can use the accelerate skill to increase her flight speed. Sarush cannot be too far from your character, though. A bloom guard should never abandon others, after all. Oh. Sarush can call upon the special energies within items around which mysterious mayflies dance. Press Sarush's interact skill to allow her to use her power to guide the might of Kavarina. Hold her interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel Kavarina's might. During this time, you can control your character freely. As a Parai, Sarush can also perceive some things beyond normal human sight.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing
Bye,
about their
Birdie.
own world.
Is that deep pit the Tanuji Hollow you were talking about earlier? There's super huge crystals all over the place. Even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier too. These were once huge trees that used to seal and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power of defilement has corrupted them, warping them into such forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. That is why we must use the power of Kavarina to reopen the way. Hey! Wouldn't that just release the monsters again? They took so much effort to steal too! No, I meant that we must open the path to the sign of Apoosha. The way to the rift in the earth has been sealed long ago. It can never lead to the true darkness again. But that is exactly why that sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. We need only use the great sons of Kavarina to stabilize and seal before initiating the rite of Chinvat to pass through the darkness and reach the sign. The great sons of Kavarina. They are the mightiest manifestations of the Kavarinas scattered throughout the world. We can use the great sons to initiate the rite of Chinvat. After that, we can open up a path to the darkness. Just as the legend holds that the first Vijnanapati, Nagarjuna, and the Parai did. That's all well and good, but what will we do once we reach the side that the sign is on? I do not know what happens after that. I've encountered legends that our first Vijnanapati, Nagarjuna, was lifted up to the heavens, where he used divine power to extinguish the sign. But that, I feel, is mere myth. I believe that Kavarina's envoys will have some way. Since they can purify the defiling impurities, they must also have some way to extinguish the sign. Did Sorush not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Simurgh? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice, after all. Well, that's what Sorush says, sure, but that's way too irresponsible of you. Oh, don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great sons of Kavarina together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward. Uh-huh. Says the guy who's been talking this whole time. Well, basically only the Parai have been chosen as a Bloomguard can touch the great stone. But our current envoy, Lady Sorash, has yet to obtain that right. Is that so? And for all that bluster, you really aren't all that, huh, Sorash? Oh, Paimon. You dare speak to me like that, pale floater? Well, Paimon isn't a pale floater. Only by obtaining the twin-horned chaplet may she become the Bloomguard, a being able to gather the power of Kavarina. As such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zervan, the first Parai. She is a mighty Parai who once fought alongside our ancestors. It is even said that she was the very Parai who fought alongside the ancient heroes to subdue the embers of the abyss. But that elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. Still, even without the twin-horned chaplet, my sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself in this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the Dark Hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Soros called you her Yasnapati, did she not? Why don't you go with her to the Vorokasha Oasis? That is where Lady Zervan may be found. Perhaps Lady Zervan may yet change her mind should she see that we humans view Lady Soros as a predestined envoy. Why aren't you going? Well, as for me, she would certainly look down on a bookish man like me, considering her many years of experience. If she looked upon me, I doubt she would ever change her mind again. This is the only method we have at present to change our current situation, so please, do go with Lady Soros to the sacred place protected by the Kevarina. Aren't you a sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job. Hey, why do I have burps? Of course not. There's much I must do. For example, the preparations for the rites of Chinvat must be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great songs. As for the Kori drum you brought, I believe I may now form a connection with the pariah who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is necessary for the rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I leave the matter of the twin horn chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Tamir Mountains. Oh well, so we have to look for that pariah elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Charush is. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. I slept better than I did the day prior, but I still did not get enough sleep to the point where I am a little tired, and I even... When I played D&D, I had to play on Discord because I woke up at our meeting time instead of an hour earlier so that I could leave on time. But, yeah, I got a like, but no comments. Well, I did have a couple people stop by. One person shortly at the beginning of the stream, and another person about 15 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee. I will leave this here for a bit. I will be having the Let's Build video for this guy coming out tomorrow. Look forward to that. But I'll be right back.
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading. Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world. Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works. Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
Hello! Yes, I'm weird.
I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite
I
beautiful.
am crazy sometimes.
But alas, that is simply
But
not the way the world works.
I have fun. Well, it really fluctuates in temperature in this corner here. Sometimes I feel cold, sometimes I feel a little hot. I keep on having to take this back and forth, back and forth. Alright. Ooh. Music disc. Oh, hello. Whoop, 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 whoop. I completely missed what that said. Space to go up. Oh. Oh. Huh. Creative. Huh. Is this how they look like now? How pathetic. Suresh, what are you talking about? Never mind. I just happened to witness the undignified state of my kind. No matter, we shall keep going. You see, that makes Paimon even more curious. Let Paimon have a look. Oh wow, that really is one strange tree. The way it's shaped is like a circle that... The way it's shaped like a circle looks almost like a door, right? If we walk through it, it might lead somewhere. Paimon definitely would like to go first. The Vavashi trees are no doors. You'll disturb the residual parai residing within if you simply barge through them. So that's called a Fravashi tree, huh? But where are the residual parai? Paimon can't see them at all. Of course, Pale Floater can't see them. They are still trapped by obsessions of the past, after all. It may not be what they wished for, but looking at the sight of them clinging desperately to this world, how absurd and pathetic. They may look a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paimon actually thought you'd feel at home. I only feel at home when I'm on a battlefield. Only the battle lasting until the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Now that you're following me, you'd better grasp that as early as possible, Pale Floater. These Fravashi trees are parai that fought till the very end against the defilement that has been corrupting the land. Using the last remnants of their power, they transformed into this state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to the point where they could no longer maintain their form and rejected by the Vorukasha Oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times, the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them, so as to bring them all back to the Vorukasha Oasis. But nowadays, there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they can do is but to keep these Fravashi trees alive. But this only prolongs their suffering. Judging by their current appearance, they seem to have nothing left but the bitter memories they have to endure alone. In a way, they have fulfilled their mission, but it was all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. So is there a way to save them? Well, Paimon can't just leave them there to suffer and endure alone like this. You can't? That just makes you weak, Pale Floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the great Urg's many noble qualities, but one cannot survive here with merely a kind heart. Besides, for us Parai, to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is already the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Well, that's what you think. Perhaps they have different ideas. You know, Paimon was trapped here. Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. We Parai share no such weaknesses. Fine, since even my Yasnapati fancies so. I shall wake her up with my power and let you listen to her dimming voice. Run! 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 Run? Where to? I'll explain later. Come, quick! Wait. Wait. We're just going in a circle? Alright. There's no way those defiled beings can catch up with us. I'll go take a break in the Vorukasha Oasis for the time being.
Don't tell me that's everything.
Oh, whoops. That's what I meant to do. The Nero fruits are borne by a special plants that have nourished the Amrita, and their juices contain that same mysterious power. Press Sarush's indirect skill to cause her to harvest Neroda fruits and gain the ability to throw them, using their power to stand against the impurities. As they contain Amrita, the Nero fruits can also melt through special crystals created from the solidified Amrita. No, that's not what I meant to do. And left control to go down.
Well, what do we have here? Go on, open it up. Show me what's inside.
Wait. Oh, so that's where we're going. Okay.
Born of ice and frost. Hold the line. Blaze over.
Terminate!
Torrent, bring refuge. Provisions are vital.
Alright, one of the new hilichurls.
Yeah.
Access denied. Allow me. Emerge, right here. Emerge. Right here. Emerge. We're Wakeborn of ice and... Hold the line! Right here, right now. A sight to behold. Emerge, right here.
I do like how each time you put
Go
down
on,
one of those
open it up.
poles, it
Show me
drops
what's inside.
as she shows her tail.
Emerge.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Scatter!
I hate it when I have to keep on swapping parties back and forth. If there is a Dendro character coming up that uses claymores, that would definitely help me out. Or I suppose I could always put Razor here in place of Miko.
is the thrill of adventure.
What the... Is that a tree or a skeleton? I imagine it's a tree, but... Its form looks so bony instead of crystal. Oh, cinematic. Oh, never mind. Well, the crystal here looks like... Oh, shoot, I clicked off the screen. Could this be one of those Wenu that we've seen before? How did he get trapped here? So you call these children of the ancient dragon the Wenut? Still, it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfire and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing it's been sealed here. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I'll protect you, Paimon. Paimon knows that. Huh. You two certainly look like you get on well. Of course, we're the best of buddies. But is it not also said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite? These stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? Cinder would never do that. I merely jest. If you are bosom buddies, surely some idle jokes will not move you. We shall soon reach the Vorukasha Oasis. Come, let's hurry. I'm changing her voice. Whoops.
Let's move out.
By the way, I hear a theory going around right now that Kokomi may be a reincarnated dragon. It definitely would explain why her eyes are so different. No pupils.
Accessed enough. Allow me.
Propagate!
Right here.
Ow.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Rest and rebuild.
Scatter!
Don't tell me that's everything.
I did not mean to press that. There's this crystal here, which means I'm an idiot. Why? Okay, that was weird. I saw those particles.
Born of icy frost. Hold the line.
Is that all? Right now. Right here.
This is long overdue. Billowing surge. Uphill battle. There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward.
I
every now
gotta
and
say,
then.
the rewards have been rather lacking.
Next on the agenda.
Hey, I don't think we've met before. Are you a Vasnapati? If you could, would you mind bringing me to the Udambar pistols? It would bloom from where it cannot bloom. I have no idea. Oh, I see.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, I went the wrong way, that's why.
We're way behind schedule.
Hmm. Ah, that's how. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh. One, two, three. I see. And there we go.
There's nothing wrong wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Oh. Interesting.
We're way behind schedule. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Why, you little... Come here, come here. Oh, we're heading in that direction. I do not see what that is supposed to be for. I am unmuted, right? Yep. Paimon didn't think there'd be such a huge patch of green on the other end of the mountain. We were just in a desert, too. How strange. Impressive, is it not? It is our homeland, after all. The homeland of the Parai. So there will be a lot of other people like you here, right? Ah, I see a locked chest up there. You know what? Paimon's not all that keen on going. Should you not be excited beyond words? And the big tree stump over there looks like it's holding off the stuff oozing out of that big hole. That is the harvest harvest talcum. Yeah. You know, there are a lot of words in real life that are complex and difficult to say. I'm not sure if this is one of them. But whether or not it's real, that is such a hard word. Unless, are some of it parts of it silent? Like maybe it's Arvistocum, no P. I don't know. Arvistocum? Blah. That's a god? Well, we've seen other gods, but this is the first time we've seen one looking like that. That is because our god cannot be considered alive. 500 years ago, our great god gave all to quell the power of the disaster afflicting this place. But she was stained with corruption and could not be reborn in a pure plane. Thus, her divine consciousness continues to wander the mortal one. Our great God left us with the sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Verdura caused the harvest stockum to grow from that, thus anchoring our God to this realm. The Vorukasha oasis has been nourished by Amrita, and even the Kavarina that defends this earth gains its unending power by the grace of Amrita. But this god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this entire time. Her power maintains the seal over the Dark Hollow. I feel that the emergence of this sign is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it were not for the presence of the Harvestockum, the defiled surging forth from that hollow would have infected the entire world. But it is also due to performing this duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I do not believe that I could ever bear to be reduced to such a state. That is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it does happen. Well, never mind that first. Let's go look for this Zervan person, shall we? If we get that chaplet and fix the sky real quick, that might make your god feel all the better too. Paimon suddenly got all cheery and sympathetic for these people. Samurda Coast. Not Samurda. Samudra. Honestly, this does kind of make me wonder. So at some point we're supposed to get... Yeah, at some point this is supposed to be unlocked from what I hear. Which will lead up to a body of water up there. It seems like there's water paths over here and over here. Is there like a large body of water up here? Kind of makes me wonder if everything except for Inazuma is going to be kind of like on one continent. But then, what does the rest of Teyvat look like? It could always be that this could be one fictional world where everything is on one flat plane instead of a globe. But if it is a globe, I'm kind of curious, like how much will be of Teyvat we'll see. At some point, I saw this thing on the internet that I want to try at some point. If it works out, I'll probably be able to comfortably wear these over my ears without dampening my voice, so that I right now I've noticed that when I am not hearing myself as clearly, I tend to lisp a lot more. So yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I got you. I was expecting that to drop a star. But I'm not seeing one. I guess we gotta climb up. That looks quite terrifying.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
You know, we probably could have just cut on the outside instead of going through, but okay. Oops. She is a very interesting design. Honestly, these creatures are very unique, very cool looking, kind of cute. Well, if it isn't Sorish, such a rare guest. It has been a while, Elder Zervan. Elder? Well, if you call me that, then you should follow Parai norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I have only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the skyfire, just as the divine bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We Parai care nothing for such foolishness. Isn't our duty as Parai to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? I have a bad feeling about this. That guy is not trustworthy, and it definitely seems more so now that we're finding out the lies that she's been told about sacrifice. Sacrifice is important, but I feel like she's being misled about what it is she's supposed to be doing. Why am I singing right now? I have no idea. Await the call of destiny, Sorush. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet, you see, contains the highest authority of Cavarina. In giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Karina over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you have more faith in me, Older? You two. Looks like we're... Oh wait, no, this is Paimon. You two! Looks like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, it seems like Sarush loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Zervan, huh? Perhaps she has other hidden facets to her person. That's a scary thought. Well then, little ones, you came with Sarush, yes? This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the Order of Skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for their names often, you know. Paimon's Paimon, and he's Zendor. We're adventurers who shuttle across Tevat. Adventures? So you're travelers, then? Why is he... Paimon's having the courtesy of at least looking at her hair. Where's the traveler looking off to? It's like he's having some distant thoughts in the middle of conversation. I don't know. This is the forbidden land of the Parai, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with the Parai and pilgrims who have come to genuflect before our god may enter. I shall take it that you are Sarush's companions, then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? I shall not permit those discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Parai did indeed fight alongside their ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even their traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living amongst them can now can forge a laupa with the Parai. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Absorb for the tree that suppresses the dark hollow, thus cleaning it of the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying sign would never have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you outlanders, blank slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable. Paimon's not sure if you are actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess that you are here about this sign in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for this great crisis. Uh, well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole, yeah. Oh my, so it is as I guessed. It seems that even after so long, this short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. If it were not that way, would you even need us Pariah to act on your behalf? Looks like Pariah are just pretty nasty as a whole. Regardless, since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being, too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans as curious as you to quell calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it's decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Well, as for that, you do know where Rashnu and Mihoyo are, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you. Oh, Paimon knows! So this is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break, and then we can get the chaplet, right? Such impoverished imagination. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of Aposha, but to solve the issue of the sign of Aposha, we still need their strength. Sorush alone will not be able to open the path through the dark hollow, not even with the chaplet. This, perhaps, is another example of the rule of 3. Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we can get the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed, Zender, Paimon. Go help Sorush out, alright? I don't need... Ha 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 ha! You're not being very honest, Sorush. But since the elder said so, guess you gotta listen to us. Oh, Paimon.
Access denied.
Well, I did not mean to press that. W, not E. Oh. I guess that quest will be for later. I think I know where that is. Ooh. Been a while since I've...
Propagate!
Well, that was disappointing. There's a good number of pariah around here. Hello! Found you. Thanks for coming to me. Why do I have two swords, Okay. Oh, that's disappointing. If those things had anything other than coins, I might have been excited. That is a... Why am I... Hmm. There's a lot of unique structures around here. Oh. Whoa! Okay, the ground was coming up a bit faster than I thought. Asipatravana Swamp is a perennial target of corruptive forces and is blanketed by dangerous purple mist. Sarush can use her power to awaken the power of Kavarina the power of Kavarina that flows within the thorny branches. After using this power to disperse the purple mist, the manifestation of defilement within will make itself known. The defiled entities that lie concealed within the bog are the source of the purple mist. Only by destroying them can the mist be parted. Normal attacks do not work against them, and only the power of Neroda fruits can completely purify them. Okay. So, first things first, we... engage that. Okay. Maybe I'm not supposed to come down here for the story. Oh, there it is. Well, I don't know if I've gotten any, Nope. Well, I now know where I need to go. So, how am I supposed to get there? Oh. Where's the fruit? There's the fruit. I keep on wanting to press Z. Oh, 4. And I have no idea. But something tells me I'm not supposed to be down here. Oh! There's a bridge. Alright. To the bridge we go. Where'd that third one go? What? Okay. So I saw where those two went. Where does that one go? Oh! Huh.
Yeah. Is this an answer from this world?
Hmm? Okay, now you fly. What the? Okay. That's new. Oh, sort of new. Similar mechanics to something else that we've seen before, but... Unfortunately, it's kind of taken me away from the bridge right now. Hmm? Oh, my.
I'll keep this close.
Alright, I'll be back for these puzzles. No, that's just as far away. I will be right back. I need to do some other business. Ba-ba-bum.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
And we are back. I don't know why. It feels a bit warmer here, and
It's
feels
so
nice.
nice to de-stress.
I just realized. Not quite. Never mind. I was just thinking, like, the color scheme between Sarusha, or whatever her name is, and Yaimiko is very similar. I've loved the adorable arts there are of Yaimiko's fox form.
We're way behind schedule.
Indeed we are. Indeed we are. But we are working on picking it up. I'm sorry, what? There you are.
Ah, the air is just right. Ah, the air is just right. We're way behind schedule. Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract. Next on the agenda...
Pleasure to meet you. I'm the Traveler.
Born of ice and... Allow me!
Emerge, right here, right now. I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge.
Scatter!
I'm getting sick of this game. Rest and rebuild!
Show them. Go on. Open it up. Show me what's inside.
This is inside. Okay. Hmm? Well, I don't get it. I'll just leave you that. Oh, whoops.
Propagate!
No? I don't know. No, I don't know. That is a confusing puzzle. Pretty tree. Hello. Huh? It's you, Nastajuna. What are you doing here? Ah, honored envoy of Kavarina and you two. Are, ah, are, are Yasnapati and his companion, I suppose. Just call us Zendor and Paimon. Since I have been given such permission, then allow me to call you by those names. Do you two remember what I mentioned earlier about how we skeptics have always been searching for the Cory drums? It was about them being important items for some ritual or something, yeah? Well, while I can see the proper terms were not remembered, that is the essence of the matter, yes. The two of you have been acknowledged by Kavarina's envoy, and yet you know little of our glorious history. I fear that you may be led astray by the heresies and heterodoxies from the forest. Allow me, then, to explain the true history of Barsum and the Cory drums. Story time, is it? Joy. This is no idle yarn to be told after tea. It is the tale of our meeting with the Parai, the scions of the divine bird, and the long years of war we have endured here in the land thereafter. Paimon would prefer idle yarns in that case. Long ago, our predecessors worked to quell the disaster that occurred in this land, and formed a profound friendship with the Parai. The Barsum's familiar had a preference for music, so we crafted Kori drums for her. During our ceremony, where our bonds with the Parai were made official, 5 drums had to be gathered and played according to their scores. Though the Kori drums were long lost, the drum scores have withstood the corrosion of the sandstorms. As you can see, they have been almost perfectly preserved. Words shall nary describe the true magnificence of that occasion. When the Kori drums sounded, all things reverberated in unison. It felt as if their sound could freely traverse space and time. Those who witnessed it were all shaken to the core. Even the elements themselves were stirred. Sounds like a very lively time. It's a shame that we skeptics failed to pass on our legacy, resulting in the loss of all the Kori drums. And however loudly we cried out, Barsum's familiar would never again utter a word in response. Barsum's familiar. Is this the Rashanu mentioned before? Is that who you're talking about? But why wouldn't she respond to the Order of Skeptics' call? The Parai and the Order of Skeptics both value tradition and ceremony, so there is routine in our actions. They talk about tradition, but then they lost their drums? This is hardly a peaceful land. That such things would happen is little surprise. Okay. Seems like getting Rashnu back to the Vorakasha Oasis with us won't be easy. That is so. We will need to collect all the Kori drums and play them according to the score. Thankfully, I have never once given up searching for the lost drums. I have been gathering the relevant clues even before your arrival. As one might have expected of you, Lord Nasariah. There's no need to flatter me. After all, if Arya Deva had not... My apologies. I refer to an elder amongst the Order of Skeptics who left for Sumeru City to work on his light novels, the dreaded things. This heavy responsibility would not have fallen to me otherwise. He became a light novelist? He rambled on and on about how warring against the Yai publishing editor and opponents in Genius Invocation TCG should still be considered war. But if you ask me, he's just turning into a ridiculous old geezer. But he's still an elder who knows more about our heritage than I do, so I have to ask him for information regardless of any disagreements we might have. He's reluctant to answer any of my questions that don't have to do with light novels and card games, though. It took me 3 whole questions to receive a single reply. Anyway, it took me a great deal of effort just to gather clues about the Kori drums. Yay, new clues! But, Nasajana, if you had the clues all along, why didn't you go look for the lost Kori drums yourself? That's an easy one to answer. Zendor, it seems you're not in possession of a vision. That's right, I'm not. And yet, you're capable of bending the elements to your will. What an enviable gift. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with such a gift. So it is good that you are here. I mean, we could save quite a lot of trouble for Lady Sorash with your help. Otherwise, I would have to make other arrangements. But as I said before, it seems that even fate is on my side. Lady Sorash, and you two, please come with me. Hidden treasures may be found closer than we think. Oh, where is the Oculus? Oh, where could it be? I guess it's time to climb. That's strange. There's no path here at all. Seems like you're not all that good at it, Guide Nasajuna. There are signs of rockfall. You are observant indeed, honored envoy. I am inclined to think that monster cavity caused the rocks to collapse and thus block this. Well, let us call it a path. But you may leave this to me, everyone. This problem only requires a little spark to solve. Ah yes, for safety concerns, please stand back a bit. Ah, dynamite. Well, that's it for the stones blocking the way. Wait, why is there still a gate in the way? There does seem to be another gate to go through. We used to be able to pass through. As for breaking the seal of this gray gate, we will need your help, you two. Well, guess that falls to us, huh? Oh.
Hold the line. Blaze over.
Right here. Emerge.
Springboard!
Covenants of the Deep.
I love this combo. Oh man, they didn't drop any... They didn't drop anything. Oh wait. That's right, you were right over here. Hello! Little one. That's it, come on. Come on. Whoa. I'll be back. Not gonna challenge this, but another teleportation. Hey, Rampage, how's it going? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And a little bit. Oh, doing pretty good. Enjoying the new update to Genshin Impact, so that's been fun. Where am I supposed to be looking now? They say look for clues. Do I have to dig out? Yeah, I mentioned earlier I was playing Dungeons and Dragons with some friends earlier today before the stream, and unfortunately my character's now dead. My character died in battle, so yeah, we're gonna have to make a new one. But yeah, so at some point, I'd like to see if I could try playing this character again in another campaign. But yeah, it was a rough fight. The dice were not in our favor this time. Our DM kept on rolling high numbers while everyone else kept on rolling low numbers. And like when I revealed that I had an artifact that the enemy was going to be in, that we knew that the enemy was going to be interested in, but I had to use it because I like I had this artifact that could pretty much like my character was a rogue, but I had this artifact that could cast magic missile, and this warg came after me and had dealt a huge chunk of damage on me. So I tried attacking with my sword. I rolled a nat 1, which meant I dropped the ranged weapon that I dropped the ranged weapon that I was using. So I then grabbed the artifact and just cast 3 missiles right into that warg's face, killing it. At which point the summoner and the other warg went around my party while they were dealing with 2 more wargs, and those 2 came at me, knocked me down, put me down unconscious. My party then came to try to save me. I rolled 2 fails. I then rolled 1 success. Nobody had any healing potions for some stupid reason. I was sure that one of us that we had healing potions, but none of us did apparently. And yeah, I then rolled a 3rd failure. So yeah, that was an event. So we're gonna have to get a new character for me to play with, but yeah, it's really unfortunate. Like I had goals for this character. Like the start of the campaign involved me finding out that all the health potions being delivered in a caravan that we were escorting were fake, and me having to deal with the caravan's assassins and trying to get all the other escorts to side with me in abandoning the caravan, but most of them were just in it for the money, so they didn't really care for it. And I had this whole plan about going, if I ever see that caravan again, they will regret betraying me. Or not betraying me, but regret setting up the scheme. Pretty much, in the end, what ended up happening is the rest of the party had to pretend to go along with the caravan, arrest me, hand me over as a raider, and then break me out of prison so that we could expose the sheriff as being a part of the scheme. It was a fun adventure, but yeah, unfortunately, it is now over for Gold in the Shadow. But hey, now I get to play some Genshin.
Leave it all to me. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Get him! No escape! here. Emerge.
Why is that lightning bolt now striking here?
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Hey! Dendrodrum! This place is full of great crystals. Excuse me. It is not too far from what I expected. The mechanism that sealed the Dendrodrum was once here, but it has been destroyed. There are even some notes here that show where the other Kori drums might be found. Ah, hello, hello. Oh, I know where that is. Okay, okay, okay. As the elders put it, when the Kori drums were lost in a single night, the Order of Skeptics was overcome with great grief. Losing the drums meant losing the bridge that connected them to Barsum's familiar. And from then on, the young were never again able to listen to her teachings. This was a grave incident indeed. Great efforts were made by all to search for the drums thereafter, but few gains were made due to the obstruction posed by the defiled energies. According to the elders, this is one of those old locations. But as you have seen, those without the power to combat the brute might have defilement, those who cannot wield the elements, and those who have not obtained the trust of Kavarina's envoy are unable to reach this place. Ava also attempted to retrieve the Dendrodrum here in his youth, but he did not succeed and has been silent about the matter ever since. A sense of responsibility, perhaps. Or was it pride that closed his mouth? You know, when you said that the Order of Skeptics had a terrible relationship with the Academia, Paimon thought you'd all just stay here. Now that there's that big hole in the sky, never mind not coming back to help out, don't you think it's kind of weird that he's just over in Sumeru City writing his novels and playing his cards? Perhaps he can achieve in fantasies what he could not in real life. You mean writing the story of his failures in a light novel, but changing the ending? How's that supposed to solve a real-life problem? People need hope in their lives, even if it isn't real. Well, Paimon thinks that sticking together is our best chance of fixing this skyhole problem. It concerns Sarush too, after all. Your concern, Paimon, is rather wasted on one destined for so grand a sacrifice as I. Or perhaps I should say that evaluating the choices and fates of others is, itself, an overly prideful act. Paimon, Xandor, help Paimon out here. We're here to respect their wishes. We're to respect their wishes and wish them well. Aren't we also supposed to ask them to leave it to us? I do thank you for your aid, of course, but do not forget, I am the main character of this hymn. Regardless, now that we know where the Kori drums are specifically, we just need to retrieve them all. Although the trial here has been destroyed, that may not be the case in other places. Whether they are or not shall be little issue. Let us leave that task to my Yasnapati. This should be no issue to someone of his caliber, no? Of course, we're professionals, you know. In that case, you can find the other Kori drums as long as you follow these notes. I leave that to the I leave I leave that to the two of you. Good luck. Right, Zender, remember to record the drum scores on the stone walls. We'll definitely need them at some point. The drum scores. I saw a dendro symbol on the wall earlier, but beyond that, I have no idea what they're talking about. Oh no, OBS is starting to act up again. Oh.
A new job.
Right here. Let it rain. Useless. Lament.
There we go.
What's it done?
No. Still got someone here, huh?
Emerge. Right here.
That's like walking up to someone with a gun to their head.
Another test subject. Try.
Emerge. Right now.
Take.
No escape.
Try.
Why'd you cancel? Thank you.
Useless. As a good knight should.
Boing, 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 boing.
Someone needs assistance.
Alright. Next up is that one over there. Which seems to be guarded by hilly trolls. Or not. Oh no, that's that one. Burp. This one's guarded by hilly churls.
Go, go, Barry! No one escapes my sights.
Disappear! Here! Worthless!
Is that a music disc? Out here? Alright. I do think I'll, end it here now that I'm looking at the time and seeing how much there is still to do. Before I do that, there's two things I want to do. One, claim the Primogems. Any other rewards? There we are. It certainly isn't going to be enough. Or that's not a significant amount, I should say. But let us go to the wishes. Now, we already have Nahida, so we don't need to bother getting her again. But, unless I want to increase her constellation. But, I do want to get Nilo. Nahida is definitely someone that I wanted to get for like a bunch of different teams. But in terms of like Bloom, I've heard that I've been seeing that a lot of people have been saying for if you're wanting to get a Bloom team up, Nilo is the character that you want to have, and I think having a Nilo Nahida combo would definitely be very nice. So let's start off with 800 Primogems. We got gold right off the bat. Gold right off the bat. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Not one bit. Alright, that's exciting. That's exciting. Layla, hello. I'm not all that interested in you, but I'm looking forward to Layla's story quest. I saw a little snippet, a little spoiler, something about how she relieves her stress, and it looks rather adorable. But yeah. Nope, I'll just save up on these for now. Right now, I want to start working on getting the weapons. Especially this. I would like to get this catalyst for Nahida. But I only have enough for one 10-pull of this. So cross your fingers. Here we go. Purple. Sayu. Dragon's Bane. I forgot that you could get characters. Yep, I forgot that you could still get characters in the weapon banners. Oh well. Oh. Okay, so the two advertised weapons aren't even necessarily the ones that you'll get. There's also all of these guys. Which, yep, Skyward Harp and all of those others would definitely be ones that I would like to get. Unfortunate.
Those memories. So dark.
Shao needs a hug. But why would you put the mask on after you went through that? Yeah, ow. Bad idea. Nilo! Ooh, nope. Constellation. Hello, hello. Yep. She's so pretty. Yep. Oh, and I got a constellation for you. But Nilo's the one that I'm going to be wanting to... As I was saying, Nilo's the ones that I'm going to be wanting to level up. Okay, I'm just... Oh, well, I can't level up when she... She is so cute, it's kind of distracting. And I can't send her right now because I don't have enough Padisaras. Okay, well, anyway, troops, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Rampage Terror, for stopping by. Very nice to see you again. Even though I haven't been doing a cross out. Like, that was what... cross out was what Rampage Terror started watching me with, and yeah, unfortunately, that is not a game that I have been playing anymore. But too cute. I need to leave. too traumatized. Hi, Amber. Hi, Noel. But yeah, as I was saying, thank you, troops, for watching. This has certainly been a lot of fun. Now this is over, I am going to start uploading a video for, well, let's just switch over to the face thing. I'm going to start getting this guy's video uploaded onto YouTube. Afterwards, I have something else coming up. Look forward to, let's build with this guy. Anyway, troops, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Honkai Impact, and then if it is available after midnight.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
But 1 cube of sugar, please. Thank you very much. I did just have a cup of coffee a little bit ago, but some tea would be nice. Anyway, as I was saying, Honkai Star Rail officially comes out this Wednesday. If it comes out midnight of Wednesday, then after I finish the current the Honkai story that is currently Honkai Impact story that is currently available, then I will be moving on.
You need me. I'll be there.
Then I will be moving on to Honkai Star Rail. So looking forward to that. Anyway, troops, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!